Hi everyone, I am Clarence. I'm one of the licensed immigration advisors of New Zealand Shores. So ngayon, nandito po tayo para pakinggan ng isa na naman pong successful na ating mga student visa applicant. So ngayong gabi, actually gabi dito sa New Zealand, I am with Michelle Diomino. She is
Mhm.
currently studying graduate diploma in teaching early childhood education at New Zealand Tertiary College sa Auckland. So ngayon, gusto nating marinig kasi ngayon she is finishing this coming August 2026. Tama po ba?
Opo.
And right now, I think she's doing well. She is enjoying her study. Pero syempre, kailangan nating marinig kung ano nga ba ang kwento niya ng pagpunta dito sa New Zealand, bakit New Zealand at napili niya, at bakit yung kurso na yun ang gusto niyang matapos. Okay,
Mhm.
ayan. So, Michelle, magpakilala ka muna sa ating mga subscribers.
Yora, ako po si Michelle Diomino and nag-aaral po ako ng Graduate Diploma in Teaching Early Childhood Education and um, going here in New Zealand to study. I approached New Zealand Shores to assist me with my visa application.
Okay, that's good. So, una sa lahat, bakit po pala New Zealand? Bakit ito yung napili niyong country of destination para mag-settle at pag-aral?
Mm. So, to be honest, my sister is a citizen here in New Zealand and then way back pa, ini-encourage na kami na magpunta ng New Zealand because
Mm.
sabi niya because of work-life balance and then it's a good country to raise children. But then back then hindi pa namin na priority kasi we're doing good naman as a
Mm.
couple in the Philippines. But then eventually when nagkaroon na kami ng tatlong anak, that's when we decided now why not try going overseas just to have our children see the other side of the world. And then we go here in New Zealand as a visitor visa just to test the water.
Mhm.
And yun, nakita naman namin maganda ang New Zealand, malinis, ang mababait ng mga tao sa bata, and nakita namin how New Zealand is paano nila approach ang mga bata, mababait ang mga tao. So we decided to pursue my study here.
That's good. So, technically, pagpunta mo dito, nagustuhan mo agad yung New Zealand kasi sa
Ah,
work-life balance, even the
mm,
environment, and kahit yung
mm,
weather, okay yung weather for
opo,
you? Are you enjoying
opo.
itong winter time?
Actually, enjoy ng mga kids ang
That's
winter
good.
time.
That's good.
So,
Oo.
hindi nagulat ako na mas malakas yung kanilang resistance sa weather compare
Mm,
sa amin ng husband ko. But it's okay. Actually, ano naman, kasi ilang months lang naman
mm,
malamig. Tapos,
yes.
ano naman na summer and then
Mm,
spring. So,
mm. Yes, for sure na-enjoy nila kasi sobrang init sa pinanggalingan yung bansa, which is nga yung
opo.
Pilipinas.
Mm.
So good to know no, na nagugustuhan mo yung New Zealand. So ang next question ko sa'yo, bakit naman graduate diploma in teaching, particularly sa early childhood education, bakit yun ang napili mong kurso? So originally,
Mm.
ano yung natapos mo sa Philippines?
Degree holder ako ng Business Administration, major in
Mm.
Management.
So yun,
Mm.
now, nag-switch ka sa totally different field. Ano yung reason behind bakit teaching ngayon yung inaaral mo sa New Zealand?
So the story behind this, way back in the Philippines, nung magka-college na ako, I talked to my mom. Sabi ko sa kanya, gusto ko maging teacher. Sabi ko sa nanay ko. Kaya lang sabi ng nanay ko, naku, wala ka mahanap na trabaho. Ang dami ng graduate ng teacher. Wala namang trabaho. Mag-business ad ka para pwede kang mag-work sa government, pwede ka sa mga private corporation. And sabi ko, kaya lang gusto ko talaga maging teacher, gusto ko magturo. Sabi ng nanay ko, kung yan ang decision mo, pwede naman, kaya lang ikaw na magpaaral sa sarili mo.
Mhm.
So, so eventually, nag-business ad ako. But then, nung nagpunta ako dito sa New Zealand, so we're looking for options ng pag-aaral ko kasi pwede akong mag-masteral in business administration. But then, nung naglalakad kami sa area, nakita ko yung early childhood center. Tapos
Mhm.
nakita ko yung mga bata naglalaro lang, sinusupervise yung mga bata.
Mhm.
So, nag-inquire kami and pagpasok namin sa center, ang manager is a Filipino. So sabi kong kinausap namin ng sister ko, ay mabuti po at naging ano po kayo, manager po kayo ng early child. Ano po masasabi nyo? Kasi nagtitingin kami ng option for my sister na
Mm.
mag-aral dito. So in-encourage niya ako, sabi niya, you know, as a Filipino, meron tayong parang nasa atin na yung pagkikare natin sa mga bata and matatanda. And sabi niya, ano bang natapos mo? Sabi niya, sabi ko business administration. Ah, pwede ka sa graduate diploma. Sabi niya ganun
Mm.
sa akin. And in-introduce niya rin yung New Zealand Tertiary College na school. Sabi niya, pwede kang mag-online dito, which is
Mm.
pwede sa'yo kasi may mga anak ka, maging flexible yung pag-aaral mo. And sabi niya, madali lang naman, alam ko kaya mo yan. So, doon na parang nag-click na ulit yung ano
Mm.
ko, yung
Yung
dream ko
passion mo,
before na
yes.
maging teacher.
Mm.
Sabi ko sa ate, so nag-meeting kami, husband ko, ate ko, and sabi ko parang gusto ko mag-change ng career.
Mm.
I think kaya kong maging early childhood educator kasi I'm a mom of three. So nag-hands-on ako before kasi nag-resign ako sa work ko from a bank
Mm.
to become a full-time mom. So I think I've got the skills to be an early childhood teacher. So that's when I decided na ipupush ko na yung pagiging teacher sa New Zealand.
And that's good to know, no? Kasi nakita mo yung opportunity and somehow may
Mhm.
nakakonect na Filipino din dun sa
Mhm.
childcare na yon. And that's good that you are now enjoying what you really dream of even before pa.
Mhm.
So, now, syempre nagsa-start ka na, patapos ka na ng pag-aaral. Ano yung mga na-enjoy mo sa studies mo dito sa New Zealand?
To be honest, ang na-enjoy ko is the knowledge that I'm gaining from my study.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi hindi ko, in early childhood in the Philippines is very different here in New Zealand. So hindi ko na-imagine na yung
Mm-hmm.
difference pala sobrang laki. So ang early childhood dito is ini-empower nilang mga bata. So hindi ko in-expect yun. Before akala ko magtuturo lang ang 1, 2, 3
Mm-hmm.
ng alphabet,
Mm-hmm.
singing
Yeah.
song. But then, napakalalim ng early childhood nila dito. Parang ina-empower nila ang mga bata, tinuturuan nila ng maging open sila sa mga diverse culture, diverse language. So that's what I appreciate about my studies here in New Zealand, the knowledge and yung experience ko within
Mm-hmm.
the community, the whānau, the children, and then my colleagues were very open, respectful,
Mm-hmm.
even if you're from other country and you can't even speak like fluent English because when I moved here first time,
Mm-hmm.
the language barrier. I have a
Yes,
hard time like
that's true.
communicating in
Mm.
English because of the accent. But then they're very like thoughtful naman na ano ako,
Mm.
ulitin nila, nababagalan nila. So yun yung pinaka favorite kong experience dito sa pag-aaral ko ng early childhood.
So, mas kumbaga nakikita mo yung teaching dito is more on empowering and advance
Yes.
and
Mm.
nakikita mo talaga na mas ma-apply nila kasi different culture nga. So, hindi lang naman siya focus
Mm.
sa one culture. So, mas
Mm.
nagiging exposed yung mga estudyante. So, you think yung
Mm.
mga anak mo is ganun din yung mga natututunan nila sa school, no? Kasi like, ilang taon na po ba yung mga anak mo?
So my eldest is 11, yung
Mm.
second ko po is 8, and yung youngest ko is 5.
I see. So, sila naman sa pagsuschool nila, are they enjoying yung pagsuschool nila dito?
Sobra po nilang na-enjoy. Actually, pagpunta pa lang ng school, na-enjoy na nila kasi pwede na silang maglakad going to school. And
Mm.
fortunately, yung nire-rent naming house, malapit lang sa school. So, naglalakad lang sila. And those small things na-appreciate na nila
Mm.
kasi they feel that they're independent kasi
Yeah.
hindi ko na sila inahatid. And then with regards naman academically, hindi sila pressured sa
Mm.
academics kasi New Zealand is more on like extracurricular activities.
Mm.
Just like last week, meron silang play, nag-play sila sa theater,
That's
nagkaroon
good.
sila ng performance arts. So
Mm.
that's the teacher said. And then very open ang teacher sa mga family from diverse culture. Nag-open sila kung ano ang mapoprovide nilang assistance.
Mm.
For example, kung meron kaming kailangan with regards to my children, ESOL nila,
Mm.
and then nag-one-on-one meeting kami with the teacher of what we want our children to acquire during their studies because hindi naman sila ano sa academically,
Mm.
hindi sila focused on. They wanted the children to be empowered. So, yun, tatanungin nila kung ano yung mga um, regarding sa child mo, kung ano mga habit nila, just for them
Mm.
to know your child. Tapos from there, paano nila ma-approach yung bata. So
Mm.
that's one thing. And from there, yung mga bata na-enjoy nila. Kasi ang mga
Mm.
teacher, alam ko ano yung mga interest nila, paano sila
Yes.
i-approach, and
Mm.
naging two-way yung
Mm.
education ng bata. Kasi ang
Mm.
mga teacher very open sila sa parents. Ganon din ang
Mm.
parents, pwede silang maging open sa teacher.
Yes.
Ganon po.
Mm.
Mm.
That's good. At least ikaw pag naging teacher ka na in the future, you know how you will approach your student as well, kung paano
Mm.
ina-approach and ina-apply sa mga
Mm.
students mo kasi yun di nga sila masyadong focus sa academics but the interest, the
Opo.
hobbies, even the talents, kung saan sila
Mm.
pwedeng ma-empower at ma-nurture. So that's good,
Opo.
no? How about the environment naman, like overall in New Zealand? Do you feel na mas safe dito? Yung work-life balance, nafe-feel mo ba talaga siya? Hindi lang ba
Mm.
siya word of mouth ng kapatid mo? So you think na you are balancing everything, being a mom, a student, and kung nagwo-work ka man, how does
Mm.
it work po sa inyo?
For me, it's true, the work-life balance, especially when we got here. If you're working on a company, kung sinabi mo na merong activities ang children ko sa school, the
Mhm.
company will not ask you to stay or hindi ka pwedeng mag-absent. They'll actually, absolutely, yes, you can go on a leave. And then, walang work ng Saturday, Sunday, and marami silang mga holidays.
Mhm.
And I appreciate that because coming here, because of the work-life balance, yung
Mhm.
spiritual side namin, na-regain namin because we
Mhm.
have more time as a family. So,
Mhm.
na-afford na namin pumunta ng church, magkaroon kami ng Bible study. So,
That's
that's
good.
one
Yeah.
thing I can actually say na my work-life balance.
Mhm.
With regards naman sa environment, way back home sa Philippines, ang mga anak ko kasi asthmatic. So, lagi silang may sakit, lagi natitrigger ang asthma nila. But when we move here, kahit malamig siya, yung asthma ng mga anak ko, very ano lang, minimal lang yung ano nila, yung
Okay.
attack nila, hindi ganun ka
Mm.
lala, just like before na kailangan naming dalhin sa ospital,
Mm.
ganun. And with the school na ini-encourage na yung mga bata maging physically fit, I think that's
Mm.
one thing din na nakahelp sa kanila.
Yes.
So, the scenery, this is what I'm telling
Yes.
that my
Mm.
co-teacher, like, oh, you know what, this is what I appreciate about New
Mm.
Zealand. You're just driving and you're able to see this scenery,
That's
which is
true.
when I was very very young,
Mm.
I can only see this type of view on postcards, sa mga notebook
Mm.
natin, especially autumn. I
Yes,
like the
totoo
autumn so
yan.
much kasi
That's true.
nakita mo ang mga leaves na kulay orange na gumaganyan
Yes.
sa'yo, para ka ring
Mm.
nasa Korean drama.
Mm.
Eh,
Totoo.
yun ang na-appreciate ko. So, everything,
Yes.
the word of mouth, very true. So, I was like, sana noon pa natin ginawa. Sana
Mm.
noon pa natin na-experience yung
Mm.
ganitong side of the world.
Mm.
Ano
Yes,
po.
pero it's never too late, no? Kasi like right now, may
Opo.
opportunity sa'yo. And
Mm.
gusto ko lang itanong, how do you find out about New Zealand shores pala?
Yeah. So that's what happened. So when we decided that we wanted to stay,
Mm.
so my sister told me that you can be a student. Doon na kami nag-start mag-research, like
Mm.
anong course ang pwede sa akin. And then upon researching, nakita ko sa YouTube yung New Zealand Shores na ini-encourage nila yung mga um, may interview kasi parang podcast siya. Ini-encourage nila na,
Yeah.
oh,
Mm.
actually hindi too late na kasi ang research ko is, can I convert my visitor visa into a
Mm.
student visa? So yun yung mga nire-research ko. And I like how New Zealand Shores explained,
Mm.
very nandun lahat ng information na kailangan ko. So doon ako na-encourage na doon ko nalaman yung tungkol sa New Zealand Shores through like nag-ano ako, nagre-research talaga
Research.
ako.
Yeah, that's good. And who would have thought, no, na yung dating nire-research mo ngayon, ikaw na yung pwedeng panoorin ngayon. 'Di ba? Like you will be now in the YouTube and it's inspiring a lot
Mm,
of Filipino people kung gusto nilang
mm,
mag-study dito kasi yun nga dito sa New Zealand Shores, we are helping not only for visa applications, we are also helping sa
Mm.
enrollment. So kung meron kayo
Mhm.
interested na course, we'll do assessment kung ano yung pwede sa inyo, ano yung pathway nyo. If may family kayo na gusto nyong isama, ano yung magiging advantage nyo, ano
Mhm.
yung, of course, even the risk we discuss para alam po ng
Mhm.
client kung saan po sila pupunta.
Mhm.
So I'm really happy na you are one of the
Mhm.
successful students, and for sure, you will be completing your course successfully, and you can move on to the next visa application. So
Mhm.
we would love to have next interview with you kapag like sabi nating resident ka
Mm.
na, 'di ba? Looking forward to that. And
Yeah.
again, thank you so much for sharing your journey, your time with us.
Mhm.
Meron ka bang gustong encourage na sa mga nakikinig ngayon na mga Filipino na gusto nilang i-pursue yung mga dreams nila, may gusto ka bang sabihin sa
Mhm.
kanila?
Yun lang po, kung meron po kayong dreams or kung meron kayong plano, nagdadalawang isip pa kayo na pumunta dito sa New Zealand, I am encouraging you na i-push nyo na po yung dreams nyo because it's never too late. May mga challenges on the way, but then when you're with good people or the right people, you will eventually succeed in your journey. For example, on our case,
Hmm.
when we ask New Zealand Shores for help, they actually help us a lot. There are challenges along the way, but they're very helpful. And even sometimes, um, kahit na makulit na ako sa email or
Hmm.
lagi ako nag-email,
Yeah.
they're very patient with me, explaining me this and that na because hindi naman po ako maalam sa visa application, but they're very patient with me. So I will encourage you to go for it. And if you need assistance with the visa, you can go to New Zealand Shores. Ako po magpapatotoo na kahit na mahirap ang journey nyo, kung nasa right immigration advisor kayo, magiging positive po ang pag-pursue nyo sa dreams nyo.
Ayun, thank you so much, Michelle. Ayan, I hope yung mga viewers natin at the moment is
Mm.
na-inspire sa kwento ni Michelle and yung family niya. So again, if you are interested to apply, you can send us your CV at info@newzealandshores.com. You can also check our websites and our social media accounts kasi doon may mga videos kami. If you wanna watch some of the interviews as well para makita niyo yung mga journey nila, kung ano yung pinagdaanan nila. Hindi lang po Filipino, marami po kami iba-ibang culture, iba-iba pong type ng visas na pwedeng i-apply. So ayun, again, thank you so much and congratulations sa mga na-achieve mo at maa-achieve mo pa in the future.
Mm.
And again, once again, thank you and mabuhay ka. Salamat
Mabuhay.
po.
Salamat po.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye po.